Hello everybody, it is Pokemon69 here. Sorry I haven't been verified yet, but as soon as I do, I will I'll show you guys and everything like that. So I am going to be showing you guys my deck, well, one of my decks. I built this recently, in this deck. I don't have Mega Alakazam. I would run him if I did, but I don't. So once I get that, I'll probably throw him in the deck. But in the deck, I'll just basically be going over everything, like why I put it in. I'll just go to the energy first. Of course, I only put in 3 DCE. I don't know why. I haven't gotten any of the special fairy energy, and I don't really know what it does yet. So once I learn what that does, and if I get it, see if it's good enough to put it in my deck. Oh, sorry about that. That was my pill going off because my Beats pill going off because my computer's on in the background and something's wrong with it, so I can't record OBS on it, and it's really weird. But anyway, yeah, you need energy, so that's why I put that in. The rest of it, Shaman, because the setup is so great, and I just recently pulled this. It was so late. I got 3 X's in a row, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know how playable Genesect is. I didn't read it too much, but I got a Genesect, which I hear is pretty good. And I don't think I have the cards to back it up, though. And an Altaria, which I also didn't check to see how good it is. But, yeah, so setup is really good. And Sky Return so that you can get back into the setup next turn. And also with Shaman, I put Super Scoop up 2 of them so that Shaman can come back into my hand, and then I could just play him again for the setup again. Darkrai, because Dark Pulse can do a lot of damage if you have enough Dark Energy attached to all of your Pokemon, so that's pretty good. And Dark Head is meh. Like, it's hard to get Pokemon asleep in this game. I don't really have any cards that put Pokemon asleep. So if I can get another one of him, that would also be good. Yveltal, because Darkness Blade is alright, but Oblivion Wing is really good. Because if it's late game, you've had a couple Pokemon with dark energy attached to it, die, then basically you just attach one dark energy card to one of your bench Pokemon. So if it was Darkrai, then you could just attach energy to him or anybody else. 2 of them, Yveltal EX, just got these today, but Evil Ball can do a lot of damage. Like, if he's running something with Blaze Ball and they've stacked 6, they've just knocked out one of your Pokemon, they've stacked 6, and you already have 2 or 3 or however many you put, and that's going to do a lot. And Y Cyclone is you don't have enough energy on the opposing person to do enough for Evil Ball to match up to Y Cyclone. So Carbink, because I don't know, it isn't that great, but I just put it in because I didn't have many fairy Pokemon. They were good, and I'm running basically an all basic. Pretty sure it's all basic. Yeah. So Carbink, you just fit it really well. And if I ever need am out of Pokemon, he's pretty good. You know, he can't get hurt by attacks that hurt your bench or by yourself. Sylveon EX, because dress up is pretty good. Just attach a DCE. And I like to do I forget what it's called exactly. Muscle Band, I think. Yeah. Muscle Band, just attach a Muscle Band. And Precious Ribbon, moving energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, heal 50 from this. And 3 for 100 with healing 50, but you're losing one of them energy. It isn't terrible. There are better things than it, but Xerneas with Geomancy, choose 2 of your bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a fairy energy and attach it to that Pokemon. So it's pretty good for setting up, like if you're setting up your Evoltal EX for Evil Ball, that's pretty good. You can, and if you had 2 or whatever, or like somebody like Gengar, which has Night Attack and Dark Quarter, which don't require, they only require 1 Psychic for Dark Quarter, so you could just power up him twice, and then he's good to go. Xerneas, because Breakthrough, the name of a set, not the set that he's from. That would have been cool, but they didn't. But like 3 for 60, but you're doing 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. If that's a Magikarp, or I don't know it, Phoebus. Like, I guess pretty soon in Expanded you'll be able to knock Phoebus out, but like not very many people play Phoebus. I don't know what other sets use Phoebus. X-Blast is 4 for 140, sorry if there's background noise, and it can't use the next turn to Breakthrough, like you're being forced. 4 for 140 isn't terrible though. 2 of them. Alakazam, Suppression, like any Pokemon that has energies gets 3 damage counters for 2, so that could, like, your entire opponent's Pokemon team could be just like getting 3 damage counters on it. If it's a Phoebus or Magikarp, they're getting knocked out and you're taking prizes. And also if there's something that's weak, you're taking more prizes for that. And I wish that I had Omega Alakazam, but I don't. Gengar EX, only 1 for 3, and it could be any Pokemon, and poisoning, and it's like, so you basically poison, which is very annoying in my opinion, and it's basically, Gengar for me is something that'll barely ever be touched, as long as I have a DCE on it, and like, retreat isn't really necessary, because you could just Dark Quarter, even though that'll end your turn. So if you're looking to attack with somebody else, just attach the Mystery Energy, I think. Mew, because it could use any attacks of your basic Pokemon, so it could use Sky Return, Evil Ball, Y-Cyclone, whatever. It could use any of these Pokemon's attacks. And counter, so if you only have this Pokemon, since it's pretty weak with only 50 HP, you could just use Encounter, like grab a Mewtwo, a Xerneas, whatever you want. Mewtwo, because if you have enough Psychic Energy, that could do a lot. But I like to just have the thing bulk for me, sometimes until that it has enough damage to, like, switch. If there's a Pokemon with only 120, once this thing got 120 or more, I just like switch it. Damage change. For only 3, you could basically knock out most Pokemon, like most Pokemon that aren't EXs, and like a couple EX Pokemon that have 160. If that, you're gonna go to the max, which I don't think many people will, but 2 of them, and Crushing Hammer, because just to get rid of some energy. Energy Recycler, shuffle 5 basic energy cards. So basically, late game, if I've discarded a lot of energy, I could just get them back in my deck. Also, if I'm running low and about to deck out, I could just play that, get some more energy, and just get more cards in my deck. Enhanced Hammer to knock off special energy, so that if your opponent has like a DCE, you just knock that off. 2 Great Balls to get Pokemon. 2 Potions to heal. 2 Super Scoop Up to get Shaman, as I think I said. 2 Bridget to get cards like Darkrai and like whatever you need out. A Fisherman to get more energy in your hand. N, because he's really good. Shouldn't really have to explain N. Pokemon Center Lady to heal. And like if I get confused or poisoned, which I hate poisoning, I could just get rid of that. Pokemon Fan Club, get more Pokemon, which I can get any Pokemon from my deck as long as they're not prized. PBO, because if I have a bad hand, then I could just like draw more or less. But yeah, Skyla, so that I could get Fighting Fairy Belts or something, so that like I can power up my Pokemon. Like if I had Sylveon and I had the DCE on it, I could just get Fighting Fury Belt or Muscle Band or whatever I want. I prefer Muscle Band on Sylveon because that'll just make it do more. Tiano, draw 3 cards. Fairy Garden for my Fairy type Pokemon. And like any Pokemon that has any Fairy attached to it. Fighting Fury Belt because that gives extra HP and 10 attack damage, and that's pretty good to, knock out more Pokemon easier. 1 Hard Charm to, for like Pokemon like Mew, if I get him in the beginning, and there's like only a basic Pokemon that's like really weak, such as Froakie, or if I have to put Shaman out, and I don't want him to die before I could use his attack or Super Scoop Up. And yeah, that's pretty good. Muscle Band, because that just powers up my Pokemon to do 20, and then the rest are just energy. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, if you guys did, please drop a like, and I'll see you guys all next time.